All right, this is Jesse Santiago with FMA Pulse. Again, if you appreciate what we're doing, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, follow us on our social media outlets in the description box below. So this episode is going to be talking about different categories of weapons that's taught within FMA. So everyone thinks it's just stick and knife, but there are other categories of weapons. The blunt object is to actually break bone. So most people will usually go for the head. So the highly advanced Escrimadors will go for anywhere there's exposed bone, the hand, the elbow, the head, the collarbone, or knee. So blunt objects is meant to break bone. So the stick can actually translate to other objects. So like this baseball bat, you can hit, you still have your angles of attack, but you can also do this with a crowbar. With the blade is meant to cut flesh and it's meant to pierce. So it's either going to cut your flesh or you're trying to stab major organs. This could be a short blade or a long blade, but you basically know how this works. This one does a lot of damage compared to the blunt object. So the next category will be your projectile weapons, which is traditionally bows and arrows, crossbows, or your traditional gun. So this is your projectile weapon. All right, so good to practice with this as well. This is what we consider largo mano because you're trying to hit your opponent from a distance. So you want to hit them before they hit you. And this is, of course, a long-range weapon. So that is the best way of using your long-distance weapon or projectile weapon is to attack your opponent from afar. The last category is the flexible weapon. So that could be a rope. You've seen certain FMA and silat styles use the sarong or the long cloth. And this is actually more use of a whipping motion, but it's also the weakest within the weapon categories. With flexible weapons such as nunchucks, it's hard to control. And if you miss your target, it leaves you open. And it's hard to maneuver because you have to gain momentum and swing. And if you don't hit your target, that leaves you open for a counter. So this is the last category of weapon that you should rely on. It's good to train in case you do need to use it, but this is the weakest category of weapons. So if you have any questions, make sure you drop it down in the comment box below. I'm Jesse Santiago with FMA Pulse. I'll catch you next week.